the small background noise, so that's why I did that. But I'll turn it on in a minute. I'm putting up the screen that I'm going to lecture, so that's why I've offed it. Hang on one second. So as I was saying before, if we can live a long life, the most important thing is that we are not living that long life from a wheelchair. We are not living it from a sick bed. We should be healthy. And we found out that some things have come into the market or into our world that are clinically proven to give us a very long, nice, and healthy life. And that is what we gather every single Wednesday to explore and then learn some things that have worked for others and apply it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Susan. My passion is in preventive medicine, and I have a master's in preventive and promotional medicine. Oh, you have to mute your phone. Okay, let me mute everybody. Hang on. Mute all. Okay. Okay, I think I've been able to mute everybody now. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Okay. I don't know how this background looks, but who knows? All right. So once again, welcome to the class. My name is Dr. Susana, and I'm always very excited on Wednesdays because on Wednesday, as a culture on this platform, we believe in fasting as medicine, which I will talk a little bit about today. And we were supposed to be doing water fasting from morning till evening, and then we'll break with something clean and fresh. We should do that at least once a week as a culture. If you didn't do it this week, you can do it next week. But trust me, every time you do that water fasting, it's very hard for cancer cells to remain in your body because eventually we will go. And God has put a lot of exit strategies in the system. One of the exit strategies that most people develop high blood pressure and eventually their heart will fail and they will die. Some people develop diabetes, eventually all the organs will fail and they will die. Some people will develop cancer, eventually it will destroy all the organs in the body and they will die. Some people will develop, I call it exit strategy. But this exit strategy, we found out, I used to call them exit strategy. I found out that they're bearable if we do the right things. Like we may not even run into some extreme exit strategy. We have people who also live to be 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, and they just sleep and they go off. So once again, welcome to the lecture. Last week, we spoke about longevity medicine and how to live long and healthy. I got started and I want to wrap it up today. So welcome once again to the class. Oh, I hope you had a nice week. I really do hope so. My week was very hectic and I think it will be better from today because today's Wednesday. Let's see, hang on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we pray to God to give us a very good internet service today so that we will be able to do this successfully. Okay. Sorry, I'm working on sharing my screen, so bear with me. Okay, screen sharing. Start broadcasting.
Oh my God, I'm tired.
Sorry, drink some water if you're that tired. Okay. 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 So once again, welcome to tonight's lecture is on longevity part 2. Um, the first question is why are we even doing this? And I answered it as part of my introduction. The reason why we are doing it is that we want to, there's so many information available, and some of those information, if we don't use it the right way, we will end up hurting ourselves. And if we use it the right way, we will enhance our lives and live well until we exit. And we have to accept the reality that eventually we will exit, but we want to exit gracefully. So that is why we are on this platform. That is number one. Number two, apart from when we are older, from today, we should watch what we do so that even at the cellular level, the tissue, the organ, everything is fresh and young. Even if you have a disease in your body, you can actually kick it out. You can. It may not happen in a day, but consistently pushing it out, eventually you'll be able to kick out everything, especially if you're guided. So that is that. And then last week, we found out that the average life expectancy of a Nigerian is around late 40s to 50, call it 50 something. And we also found out that in other countries, their average life expectancy is 80s and above. That means there's a wide gap, and we on this platform, we are trying to bridge that gap so that people don't die prematurely. There's a lot of sudden death everywhere. As a matter of fact, I even got a text message this morning. It's very depressing, but the text message says she's gone, and I was like, oh my God. And unfortunately, I've never consulted for her. um, she just reached out to me to get a certain product or something. She reached out to me, and I've never seen her. I don't know how I will feel this night from her own text message. So these things actually do happen. So that's why we don't want to even get there. And I want to assure you that no matter what is happening in your body right now, it's already gone. It's only with time everything will be kicked out. It's just, we talked about your mind as medicine. That means if anything you have in your mind, if you believe you're always going to be a very healthy, energetic person, for some reason, health and energy is going to be your portion and everywhere. But if you don't believe that, if you play with your mind, the thing you fear most, you will definitely meet it. So that's why we said use your mind as your medicine. So that's a little bit on the background, and then we'll just get into the lecture because it's a continuation from last week. Okay, so why are we here? Who wants to live till 200 years old? If you want to live to 200 years, is there anybody that wants to live to 200?
I
Honestly,
don't.
unmute your phone. What did you say?
I don't.
Well, I'm about to change your mind. Is there anybody else that does not want to live? Oh, guy, I know your
I
own is
want.
300.
I want.
I will want
But as long as I'm healthy.
I want if I'm strong and healthy.
Good.
I don't want to.
I
No,
want
you
if I'm
will
strong
want.
and healthy.
It's not. You know what? All your answers are correct, and I will add that. Well, whether you want it or not, that is where I am heading to. Are you still seeing my screen?
I don't want.
No.
Okay, I think I clicked something. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Okay. I think it's now, right?
Yeah, it's back.
Yes.
Okay, it's back. Okay. So I wanted to surprise you that whether you want to live to be 200 or not, it's too late because outside of Nigeria, everybody is in the lab and in the research field researching longevity. experimenting on human beings, experimenting on rats. Just like, like 50 years ago, well, I wasn't born 50. Was I born 50 years ago? Even if I was born, I couldn't have. A long time ago, right? I was saying to myself that you see this phone that we are holding, that one day you'll be able to talk to somebody and you see the person right on the phone screen. It was, for me, it was far-fetched because I was just a little kid when I thought like that. And I actually shared it with my brother. My brother is like, you know what, you're 100% right, it will happen. And I shared it with my sister. My sister is like, you know what, you're insane. Like people will, just like, remember the Wayne brothers? The Wayne brothers said that, you see this car that is driving, that one day this car will fly. And people looked at them like, you know what? Which is the nearest mental institution we will put you inside? Because how can a car fly? So they believe that and then from a bicycle shop, the Wayne brothers did what they have to do, getting the support of only the community. And they were able to make the first thing to fly. And today we are using all kinds of aeroplane everywhere. And now it's big, even the things that are flying in the air now, they're even bigger than cars. The Boeings, all of these big, big things that are flying in the air anyhow. It's really scary, but just somebody imagined that a car will fly. So if someone imagined that a car will fly and 100 years or less, all kinds of things are in the air, flying everywhere. If somebody could imagine that you see the person you're talking to right on your phone screen, and in the future it will be right on your hand, or maybe just like you're thinking and the person will show up in front of you. I want to tell you that the amount of research that I personally know that is going on in the field of longevity, being 200 years old is not far-fetched. You don't have to join them or us. You don't have to join, but I just want to tell you that it's too much homework going on. And there's no way that amount of research is in the pipeline that people will not eventually live to be about 200 years. Because now 100 years is like nothing to a lot of people. Only in Nigeria, that is a big deal. Now, why would the lady who said, I don't want to, maybe not you, but majority of the persons that say, I don't want to, why don't they want to? Because of the image that they have of the elderly person. The image of all the elderly persons that we have, they are old, they are weak, they are frail, they don't have money, they have knee pain, back pain, gray hair, they don't respect them. That's the image. And, some people are like, you know what? I've done what I have to do. Let me get out of here. But what if by the age of 100, you see your skin will change? You now look like a teenager. And then your hair is long. And then your body is fresh. The men grow more muscle. Everything in the body is standing up. And then you now have a lot of money to live on earth. And then God says, I'm not done with you yet. Where are you going? You will not want to go. It's just of the image of what we have. So that image is fast changing. So I want to let you know that a lot of research is ongoing. And I'm going to share some of those research and some of the things that are out there that have been proven to extend life, but there are deep, deep ones that's really, really proven to extend that, but they're all at experimental level. So let's talk about longevity. So for me, today is just to equip you with science-based strategies to extend lifespan. When I say lifespan, we will not change the date that God say you're living. That's not the objective. But we mean that you should have not premature death because of sickness or whatever, like the one that you have control over, living longer, stronger, with greater vitality. That's the objective. I always talk about water. If you're tired by the end of the day, chances are you may be dehydrated, or maybe you just worked as hard as I did today. So that person that said, I'm tired, sorry. All right. So longevity today means more than reaching old age. It's about thriving physically, mentally, emotionally, for as long as possible. It's about what? Thriving physically, mentally, See, I want to tell you something on this platform. It's not possible that you put longevity as an objective and you will not meet it even if it's halfway, versus not even paying attention. It is just not possible. So it's like anything else. If you set a goal that this is what I want to be a punctual person. For some reason, even if you're not always punctual, but you'll be conscious of punctuality. Now, advances in wellness science, nutrition, movement, stress mastery. There's even a stress supplement now. Medical technology now make it possible to slow aging and maintain peak function, peak, well into later years. And that is what we want. Okay, so we will talk about core tools, technology, breakthroughs for longevity. Okay, maybe nothing you've not heard before for some of you, but we can just revisit what we are sure is contributing to the longevity. Our definition of longevity, remember, it's about what? It's about thriving physically, mentally, emotionally for as long as possible, okay? And this is my prayer for everybody on this platform. Please, before we proceed or progress, or anyone, I want to remind everybody that all of us, our body is different. Please, our body, you need to do, it's called doandlisten.com. Maybe I need to go and get that website. Anything you're doing for yourself, if you hear, because there's a lot of hype out there, you say, oh, vitamin C is working. You now go, they say 1,000, you take 1,000 milligrams and you feel funny. You try it. Then you cannot take 1,000 milligrams because you may be that unique person that cannot wash away water soluble vitamin. Because I heard somebody who was trying to sell some vitamin, selling to someone and say, you know, this one is vitamin C. You can take as much as possible because they say it is water soluble vitamin. It is water soluble vitamin, correct. But what if the person just goes home and like, let me take like 10 tablets? So please, I know that nobody has heard that on this platform, but just anything you want to do, be moderate and then listen to your body. Your body will tell you what it needs. Two, we always preach like even water, 6 before 6. Listen to your body. If by the time you get to 4 or 5, minimum should be 4, you know that you're there. Yeah, it's okay. But the whole idea is that just listen to your body as you're doing things. For all the turmeric, ginger, noni plant, ashwagandha, ginkgo biloba, all those good herbs. Please, anytime you're taking them, just listen to your body. If it makes you feel like you want to have mental problem, drop it. So please, it's just a simple reminder because somebody called me today and I had a whole long thing about doing and listening to your body. The second thing that is higher than listening to your body, or that is as strong as it, is that periodically go and check your blood levels. Periodically go and check it. A man shared on this platform that he was taking all kinds of vegetable, green, veggie. He was feeling healthy. But when vegetable, not fruit, oh, vegetable. But when he came to Dr. Physic Clinic, he found out that his sugar levels were going up. So what if it's like, oh, I'm taking only vegetable juice, vegetable and this and that, and he did not check. he would have become a diabetic because his protein was not balanced. So there are two things I've just talked about now. Anything we teach on this platform, try it. But when you try, listen to your body. The one your body accepts, do it. The one that your body rejects, drop it. I will conclude by saying on that subject that, these cherries, there's a fruit called cherries. When my sister takes cherries, she glows in the dark. Like her skin is so soft. So she waits for cherry season. But when I take me, Susan, when I take it, I literally break out. And I was now be wanting to have craw on my skin. But she's my sister. So you can know that cherries, as good as it is, does not work well for blood biological sisters. So when you hear all these things that are entering the market, recommendations, please do, but listen to your body. If your body needs more sugar, take it. If your body needs zero sugar, don't take any. So I just wanted to make that announcement, please. So important, okay? All right. This is the kind of aging we are looking for. When you get to this age and you can go out, you have the energy to be playing, that will be very good. So let's start with nutrition for longevity. These are the ones that they're sure is promoting long health. Anti-inflammatory diet. It means any diet that will not inflame you. And for Nigeria, we know that we that were in Nigeria, we know that the things that are inflaming us the most is processed food, carbohydrate, and oil in Nigeria. Abroad, we are talking about Mediterranean diet is good, blue zone, and all of these type of diets. But in Nigeria, I just want you to know that the greener you go, the better your life. So you will live longer because the green is anti-inflammatory. On the diet part, caloric moderation. With age, we need less food and less calories. So we need more nutrient and not as much calories. So if you used to take 4 wraps of amala, 4 wraps, after the age 50, maybe you need to start with 3 wraps. Then when you're 60, you can probably do 2 wraps. Then to make up for the carbohydrate from the amala, which amala is actually more healthy than maybe other white or processed swallow, you make it up with nutrition because your body is not looking for calories, it's looking for nutrition. So you're looking for nutrient dense food. So that is that, okay? Number 2, another thing is movement. We talked the other day that when you're getting older and when you die, you're stiff, you don't move. It means that if you're not moving and exercising, you're getting closer to death. So the body needs movement to live longer. So movement has also been studied and proven to actually enhance life. So anytime you're going on your walk, you have opportunity to walk, know that you're extending the lifespan of your cells, your tissue, your organ, and your whole body. Anytime you have opportunity to move, just remember, just this movement is extending my life, no matter how small the movement. Okay? Before I move on, one of the things that will rob you off of really nice aging when you're older is lack of muscle. So a lot of our older persons, they like taking a walk, morning walk, afternoon walk, evening walk, but we need a little bit of resistance. That means either lifting or the band. So is the resistant training that will give you that strength. Now, like my parents now, they are like closer to 90s than anything else. If they come back to Nigeria, if they decide to move to Nigeria, I'll tell you something. They are not handicapped, but because of their age, I'm putting them in physiotherapy. Because if they maybe go to the gym by themselves, maybe some guy will overdo it and break something. I'll put them in physiotherapy. They will be going for, I've even written it down, they'll be going to physiotherapy class maybe 2-3 times a week. So the physiotherapy will be like their gym for that age. So that age, 90, 100, or that age, I wouldn't recommend you just jump into the gym and start picking dumbbells. That is, that's the difference between when you're listening to a professional versus just anyhow person. Because this thing that we are doing is very delicate, is a holistic something. So listen to your body, start small, go up. But you need to invest in, even if it's bottled water, like I'm carrying this bottled water here. Anyway, every table I see, there's always like 3 or 4 bottled water. You just carry this bottled water. It's still strength training. I want to say that the other day we did a lecture on protein, and protein will give you muscle. But guess what? If you eat protein and you did not exercise, that muscle is not going to grow. So for those of you that think that, especially women, lifting weight is for men, it's not. That is why those who die fastest from cardiovascular issue is actually women. The leading cause of death in women, top is cardiovascular. Women die a lot from heart health. Women, not men, no, women die more from heart health. So why? Because it's not a man's thing again. You need to lift a little bit of weight, okay? Things like yoga, stretching will help you with flexibility, because when you're older, if you're not flexible, you fall. And the leading cause of death in geriatric is fall. Why? When they fall, their body doesn't heal as fast. Their BP will go up because they're stressed. Their sugar will go up because they're not moving again. Then it hastens their death. So, and then if there's a bone that cracked, now, it will not heal so fast, and you don't want to put an elderly through surgery. So if you don't learn flexibility and stretching, like I'm stretching now, when you age, it will not be good. Excuse me. All right. The C is restorative sleep. So these are some things that we are learning is helping longevity. So the study shows that when you sleep, you repair. So the cells are in a hurry to die. So we are losing. I think like, was it 10 billions of cells on a daily basis? We have trillions of cells, but we lose them every day. But it's through the stem cells and everything, it can easily be regenerated. It can easily be regenerated. But with age, we don't regenerate those cells as fast. But we found out that when you sleep, you can restore and regenerate. So sleep is now a longevity tool. So prioritize your sleep. Like I said, put the phone in the parlor, lie down and sleep, because number one, it will detox your brain. There's a lady that said, me, I'm done. Oh, whenever I'm old enough to maybe 70, 80, 100, I'm good. What if you don't sleep? You get this forgetfulness issue. So all these people that cannot remember anything is because, most of them actually, is because of lack of sleep. So sleep is a medicine for longevity. Movement is a medicine for longevity. And eating anti-inflammatory food is an investment into your future. Stress management, okay. We're talking something like meditation, breath work, okay. There's something called biofeedback, but let me rush to this one. So there was a study that showed that of all the things that contribute the most to longevity, which is number one, you will be shocked. What we are doing now, coming together as a family, having something to look forward to, and belonging to a community. I was so excited. Better if you belong to a community that promotes longevity, health, and wellness. So belonging, connection. Even better than this one is physical connection. So all the research link that long life, in fact, the highest predictor of longevity is connection. More than, I'm so sorry, more than even water, according to them. I don't know, they did not study water inside it, but connection, belonging. So when you belong, or you have something that you're living for, or you have someone you're living for, and you're in love with your children, you're in love with your wife. Like I always say, my dad, if my daddy goes, my mom is, we're just gonna, we're gonna dig their grave together, because we know, well, God is the answer, has the answer, but it's gonna be tough for them because they're so inside each other like that. So they have a connection. And right now they're like living for each other. So this one is the leg supporting the other one's leg, like that. So they live for each other. And this one doesn't want this one to go, etc. So you can have that for your children, you can have that for a community, but connection is a big one. So it's just research links, strong social ties, and a sense of purpose. What are you living for to longer lives and healthier life? So what is your life purpose? It's a very deep question. What's your life's purpose? Honestly, for me, how did I find out my life purpose? I just sat down and I kept praying. I said, Heavenly Father, I just want to know. I was only 20 something. I just want to know. I will leave my work. I'll go and sit in church by myself. I'll leave my work. I'll go and sit down. I just wanted to know, because I didn't want to lean my ladder on the wrong wall. And I don't know how long I have on earth. I believe, because I teach longevity, I have a long life. As we say, we don't know. Definitely what I'm certain in my heart of heart is that if I'm going healthy. But I just ask, what do you want me to do for you? I'm your willing servant. I want to be finished by the time I'm finished. Use me. And somehow, I was in the US. I just kept hearing Nigeria. I was like, God, am I hearing double? I don't know anybody in that country. I left Nigeria as a kid. I don't know anybody in Nigeria. Why? So at some point, I just started calling people that, do you hear anything in Nigeria? Do you know anybody? What is good? So I was hearing about one lady called Dora Akunyile that was doing one or two things in Nigeria. I was like, she's even a lady and she's trying. So maybe I can go and work with her. I want to go. God says Nigeria. I heard it clearly. I even used to write it down. So I now said, you know what? I've always naturally told myself that, when I'm done with school and everything, I want to give everything back to Nigeria. But when I now heard it clearly, that's how I started coming. I'm not saying it's been easy. It's not been that easy. At least starting was extremely rough. In fact, that's why I wrote the book, Everything Heals. That, God forbid, if I cannot stay or anything happen, at least I have delivered a book called Everything Heals, to show the world that even water can heal you, your lifestyle can heal you, food can heal you. If you just pay attention, even God factor is in that book. That is, a little background. So they say having a purpose, a sense of purpose, can help you live long, and connection. So even if you did not take anything from this lecture, revisit your purpose, put it back, put it in front of you like this. My own, I know that is to contribute to longevity, to this nation and everybody else around me. So, and I know that God is speaking through me. Okay, so the question is, what is your purpose? Some people don't know, some people know. But I know that no matter what, God will reveal it to you if you ask persistently. Okay, and then having a connection. Okay, so this is where I'm ending okay, I have two more. Okay, I have three slides. Okay, I have three more and we are done. It's a short one because it's a continuity from last week. All right, so here are some well-researched and validated natural enhancers that you can go and start using today. Number one, if you're writing, lifestyle medicine. What is lifestyle? I don't know why people don't know that I have a lecture today and they keep calling me. Sorry about that. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Hold on. Oh God, I hope I did not do what I thought I did. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, please. So I'm going to go back to share my screen. A call came in. Okay, perfect. So we only have 3 more slides and we are done. Okay. So this one says that your very lifestyle should heal you. So even as you're talking to me now, you're listening to me in this lecture now, what is your sitting position? What is your posture? How is your neck? Like, are you sitting up straight? This one is not a later something. As you're listening to this lecture now, are you sitting up straight? What is your posture? So your very lifestyle should heal you. Number 2, even the lighting in your room, you should think of your eyes since you want to live long. Do you have the proper lighting in your bedroom? What of your bed? You spend 1/3 of your life on a bed. 1/3. Is that bed healing you or killing you or causing back problem? What of pillow? For those of you who use a pillow, you spend 1/3 of your life on a pillow and bed. When it's like there was one very expensive mattress company, and you know what, they justified the fact that 1/3 of your life is going to be spent on a bed, assuming you're doing your 8 hours, because 24 divided by 3 is 8. So this is me asking you a simple question: is your very lifestyle healing you or killing you? Your very lifestyle, like how you sit, when you sleep, where you sit, how you sit, the lighting, like is a consciousness. It's just that deliberateness and consciousness that, okay, you know what? I want to live a lifestyle that is healing me. So that is where we are for that one. Number 2, well researched and validated. No, I won't even waste time on it. Water therapy works. It has reversed someone I shared on this platform that wanted to commit suicide, and we just use only water and drinking water, and the person came out of depression just drinking water. I have somebody who had ulcer. They've already scheduled to do a surgery for the person's stomach, and well, obviously not stomach directly, but wherever the person was scheduled for surgery. We started on water therapy and that went away. I had someone on uncontrolled sugar. Water therapy, the sugar was regulated. As I always say, if you drink enough water, even cancer cells that want to gather in a very acidic body, they will scatter. They will not, it will not be. So water therapy is actually one of the areas that have been well researched and validated to enhance longevity. 3, if you're writing, fasting. For fasting, minimum once a week. Fasting, we have talked about it, activates autophagy. What is autophagy? It means the cells in your body that are a little bit tired, and just blocking space. The fasting will wipe it out. It's like a little baby that the hair is not growing very well. You shave everything off and everything comes out. Boom. That is what autophagy does. So autophagy, when you use water, you're drinking water while you're fasting, even if you can go for 3 days straight on water, my God, you have reset your DNA. In fact, you can quote me, you've reset it. You have reset, because if they say, oh, you have tendency for this, you just reset it. In fact, you confuse your whole system and it will reprogram, and it's usually for good. Okay? For eating, Dr. Physique, we prefer more of rich, greenish, raw food. But there's this acronym called SOAP. I want you to repeat after me. I don't eat soap. Okay, say it again. I don't eat soap. Who eats soap? If you
I
put
don't
soap in
eat
your food,
soap.
God bless you, Jerry. Don't ever eat soap. If you eat soap, won't it finish you? Eh?
I don't
Say,
eat
I
soap.
don't. I don't eat soap. I don't eat soap either. None of us here eat soap. So, what does SOAP stand for? SOAP for longevity medicine. SOAP stands for food that is high in sodium, oil. The P is processed, and the soap. Sorry, hold on. I need to. Village raw food, but there's this acronym called SOAP. I want you to repeat after me. I don't eat soap. Okay, say it again. I don't eat soap. I don't eat soap. Okay, so don't eat soap. Okay, so you don't eat artificial things. Okay, you don't eat processed food. Hang on. Um, Hold on. Sorry about that. No soap for us. So for our longevity medicine, no soap. Soap means hang on. Yes. Food that is high in sodium, food that is oily, artificial and processed food. We don't eat that. So we want to eat more of green leafy vegetable, okay? But just remember, if like, oh my God, I went to some VVIP place. Oh my goodness. And they were so happy to impress me with cooking and everything. I just took the vegetable, oh, nothing bad though. I carried the first spoon of the vegetable, I put it in my mouth. The salt that was inside it, Me, I was not ashamed. Oh. I told them that sorry. In fact, I don't even want to eat again. So that means that I'm paying attention to my soap. So anytime you're getting soap, too much salt, too much oil, artificial and overly processed food is not allowed. Okay? Artificial means additive, any kind of thing that they added color, added this, is not good for your health. It will shorten your lifespan if you're a soap person. So please don't eat soap. Okay, oh, I know that tomorrow now, when they bring the plate in front of you, you put in your mouth and listen out for soap. Too much salt, too much oil, additives or artificial things or overly processed food is not our portion. We've already talked about prioritizing fitness, not exercise. Fitness, that means a little bit of muscular something in addition to our jogging, okay? We said rest will strengthen it will reprogram your brain, it will repair your cells and give you longevity. So we have to rest. If you're not resting, you'll be rested. Where will you be rested? You'll be rested either by a doctor, you rest yourself, and God forbid, some people they run, and they're rested 6 foot under. And I say God forbid for everybody. So we just have to prioritize rest because if you're not rested, sorry, it's not be me talking. If somehow you'll be rested. Now that being said, there are some people that are good on 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Like I said, listen to your body. If you do 4 hours and tomorrow you're tired, then you know that you're not rested. But if you're doing 4 to 6 hours and you're stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger of those days, then I cannot talk again. Meditation, okay, vegetarianism. So there's a lot of studies that, remember, we are talking about well-researched and validated natural medicine for medicine for longevity enhancement. I don't know what was typed there, but whatever. The point is that meditation, if you sit down and do meditation, just 10 minutes a day, and you just repeat, I live long for God's glory, whatever, because anything you pronounce, you must manifest it. you will manifest it. So I live long, or just in your mind, just see that for the sake of God, humanity, and your purpose, that you live long. I am certain in everything that I know that you're going to live long. But if you think that your life is halfway, toh, it says, "For the thing I fear the most has come upon me." So anything you fear and God forbid pronoun, you'll get it. But anything you're joyful and in gratitude, you'll get it. So connecting with God from longevity is also well researched. They call it spirituality and this thing. Mental health. I'll do a different lecture on mental health, but if you have poor mental health, longevity is not your friend because you keep your body inflamed, and inflammation is the manure for thriving of everything that expedites exit strategy. So we don't want a poor mental health. The world is tough, but we are tougher. So we need to know that. It's easier said than done, I understand, but that is the reality. This one is very big. Tech assisted natural health care. Tech. So, for example, if you want to shake body, there's a machine you can buy and put in your house. One machine like that. Some of you have it. When you climb that machine, it will just go, zug, 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 zug. It will just start shaking everything and recirculate your blood everywhere. So, because if you're not running and jumping, especially if you're like older, or maybe you have a medical condition that does not allow you to run, that machine will help to circulate your body. I want you to use it if you're healthy, because of course, if you have already a blood clot on your leg and you go and climb the machine and the clot will lodge out and go to the heart, that's not the objective. But why I'm using that as an example, that technology has so much assisted natural things to heal us. So like that machine can shake you, it's a tech assisted. Number two, before now, for us to get the nutrient to the cells, we have to eat it. Let me repeat, before we can get any nutrient to the cells, we have to eat it in our mouth. But with technology, you can take that nutrient as IV. So like in Dr. Physique, we have a product called Super G. What is Super G? Super G is like maybe taking your Centrum but you take it as IV. So it's a multivitamin complete with CoQ10, alpha lipoic acid, vitamin A, Z, zinc, everything is there. You take it as a drip. Guess what? You get 100% at the cell bioavailability. But before, you have to eat by mouth. Now, with the GMO and all kinds of things that is happening to us in this Nigeria, I don't know what to say again. So the point I'm making is that technology has come in to assist us to still get natural things into our body. What of Oxyvite? We also do that one in Dr. Physique. When you have enough oxygen in your body, you live long, you decrease inflammation. Before you have to breathe it, but now we can give it to you by IV. So it's equivalent to doing like 6 hours of yoga, just breathing. We'll put it, and then you feel like, you sleep better, your diseases will start coming down, and every single thing. So why I'm citing those examples to let you know that the air that you were supposed to breathe with your nose, now you can get it by vein. For you to run faster than Terry G or whoever is running fast now, you had to run, but now you can climb on a machine and it will shake your blood, right? Before, for you to clean your colon, which is your garbage can, you have to either do a lot of purging or what. Now there's a machine called colonic. So technology has come in a lot. Detoxification has been discussed. Maybe we'll do a separate lecture on detox. But I want to conclude this list by talking about sunlight as medicine. Sunlight as medicine. So we've had a separate lecture about sunlight. Sunlight promotes, if you take it at the right time, promotes good sleep, number one. your vitamin D levels, which without vitamin D, you don't have a good immune system and you cannot even absorb calcium to your bone. Sunlight will bring it. Sunlight will increase your serotonin, which will decrease depression. So it will help you to secrete happy and sexual hormones, like good hormones. The same sunlight too, etc. So we've already had a lecture on sunlight as medicine. So this slide was on well-researched and validated natural ways to live long. So that is that list. So in conclusion, these are some cutting edge. Remember in the beginning of the lecture, I said that whether you want to live to 200 years old or not, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Now there's so much research that living to 200 years old in the next 50 to 100 years will be a piece of cake based on the available research on the market now. So, and I gave an example of when the car could not fly, but now we have aeroplanes and everything, and etc. So this is where we are. So let's share some. We've heard about colonic hydrotherapy, which is it cleanses your colon, your garbage can, and it resets your body for longevity. So because your colon absorbs, if you don't believe me, if a woman is having pain during childbirth and they put a diclofenac suppository to the rectum, it will calm the pain. Or the baby is having fever, they can put a diclofenac suppository to the rectum, it will be absorbed and the fever will go. So then what do you think is happening if you have a dirty colon? All those toxins and yama yama, that's seeping into your bloodstream still. So it keeps your body at a low grade inflammation. So that is one cutting edge technology to quickly clean that out and get you bouncing back. Okay? I've already described Oxyvite. Now we have biomar. I kid you not, a lady 2 days ago paid, I think, 5 point something million for just lab tests. None of it came to Dr. Physique, for your information. What were the lab tests? Gene, is it gene typing, gene biomarker, how much folic acid is in her body, how much magnesium is in her body. I can even open this thing. How much folic acid, how much magnesium, any gene mutation, has any gene mutated, gene mutation. This is all longevity medicine and it's happening now. 5 point something million, and she sent it. And they're going to study even her feces to check how many microbiomes she has in her body. So we collect the sample and send it abroad. So these things are happening. It's just that it's expensive, so we don't even bring it up. It's already popular that Dr. Physique is expensive or whatever. So if somebody knows and want to do, we do. But I'm telling you that these things are there. There's something called epigenic clock, this wearable trackers. So you can track how many footsteps that you're walking. It's still a longevity tool. Okay. There's something called regenerative and cellular therapy. At least in Dr. Physique, we do stem cell therapy. So, and the rest. So regenerative medicine is very big. Okay. Then nutraceutical and supplements. NAD. I don't know whether you've heard about that one. That one, they guarantee 100% it improves longevity. Omega-3. But you have to get the best quality of omega-3. So because all of them are not the same, okay, etc. Okay. So that is that. Blue zone principle, designing daily environment to encourage natural movement, rich in eating, communicate, and then digital wellness, etc. So let's see. So that is that. We did a lecture last week, and the lecture talked about longevity. We went around the world. How long are people living in different parts of the world? That was last week. We talked about how long we are living in Nigeria, and we found out that as of today, the lowest longevity level is in Nigeria. And I'm still challenging that document by World Bank, WHO, etc. I don't know why I cannot accept it. How can we have a lower longevity than countries that are fighting war and those countries? That is what the data says. So here, this is me coming and begging all of us that guess what? If we do what we've always done, we will continue to get the same result. I'm sorry, if we do what did we always do? Before now, we do nothing. We wait till we are sick. We end up in emergency, hoping that there will be some good doctor and good drug, and sometimes it's just not there. I'm talking at our level. I mean, there are other contributors to that number, but what is the nation really doing uniquely differently to change the narratives? So, apart from things that we are doing now, like listening to this lecture and seeing what we can do to help ourselves small, if you know what they're doing, you let me know. Because from time Imo River, like one of our clients says often, they've been building big hospitals. Oh, big hospital. The big hospital they've been building since National Hospital era till today, it has not reversed the longevity status now. It hasn't reversed it. So I don't know. I'm so confused, honestly. I'm sorry that this one is touching somewhere very sensitive. I don't understand again. So if we as a nation, we are still using the same approach that we've been using before, then that is why we are staying where we are. So that's why I want to call everybody on this platform that please let us be the change that we seek to see in the world. And the change that we seek to see in the world, especially in Nigeria, is that we should age gracefully and live long. Something as easy as drinking your water, at least you're halfway there. Correcting your mind and keeping your mind focused and fixed on, on longevity or all that is good. It will also help. We talked about water as medicine, resting, oxygen. I'm not saying this is everything. I'm not saying this is alpha and omega. We also talk about the God factor. But I think that we are at least, we in this community, we are at least doing something different than what is on ground. Because that, if you can relate to what I'm saying, what is on ground is still yielding us the same result over how many years we are still in 40-something for longevity. And everybody has passed us, even Mali and all these countries that they used to be fighting, they have passed us. It really hurts my heart. So that being said, in conclusion, longevity is not a fixed genetic destiny. It's not. If your mother lived long and you decide to smoke, drink, and be reckless, you may not get that gene. But if your mother or father did not live long and you deliberately decide that I'm going to do my part, everything that I've read and know shows that you can actually change your gene and live longer. I don't have the time for that explanation now, but there's a man who wrote a book and proved this by taking healthy cells and putting it through with sick cells, and the healthy cells got sick. But when they took the sick cell, cells of the body, and put it in a healthy environment, the sick cell became well. So the person now talked a lot about how we can change our gene and stuff, and it's proven, and the person won an award for it. So longevity is not a fixed genetic destiny, it's a daily choice. Two, by combining time-tested wellness practices, which are the ones I have discussed, which I've also said, do and listen to your body, okay? Wellness practices with modern breakthroughs. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you know what? We have to adopt, use some of the breakthroughs that are available. You can do it yourself, but it's like barbing your hair. If you barb your hair, some people are very good, but if you decide to go to the barber and they get that professional touch, okay, so there's some wellness practices that are now on the market that can actually triple the effect of what you're doing naturally. But for this platform, please just start the one you can do by yourself, but do and listen and do and check. Okay, we can cultivate a life that is not only long but rich in energy, joy, and purpose. So thank you so much for your time. And we want to also thank the internet and Zoom for not disappointing us today, like every other day. In fact, I did say a little bit of prayer that please don't disappoint me in front of in front of everybody today. So God has answered that prayer. So this is me saying thank you, God. All right. So that being said, I'll take your questions, and God bless you for listening. Please, I know that what I'm asking you to do is tough. I know it's not easy, but you know what? You don't have a choice. We are going to be the change that we seek to see in this nation. This is what we are going to do. Okay. So let's try, and God will do the rest for us. Just do your part. So today everybody will sleep early. Tomorrow we wake up, we'll drink our water, we'll think positive thoughts, and then do the little bit that you can do. So thank you so much as I take your questions. Okay, so I'm reading. Yes, sir. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
You hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Are you
And
hearing me?
please, yes, sir. We can hear you very well.
I said I want to thank for the lecture, and I want a little contribution to make.
Okay, sir.
I think one of the most important things is lifestyle, what I can understand, apart from lifestyle adaptation. I say so because I have two examples in my life. I had my
Okay.
uncle, my mother's elder brother. He had diabetes at age of 40.
Okay.
And he died at age of 92. And what I found out for him that he was consistent on lifestyle, food, what he eats, and what, although that he may not have known the knowledge you have not seen, he will have known better, much better if I had known a person like you now, who has good profession on this. But I know that what I found about him is complete strict to what he is. For example, he likes party. He likes doing party and all this. But one thing I found in him, in that party, he will cook, bring drinks. He will not taste one.
Well.
He will not taste one. Another
Yes.
person again is my father-in-law. My father-in-law lived for 101 years.
Wow.
Before he
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria, and that
Okay.
101 years, he was bathing himself, going to everywhere I want to go.
Wow.
But the day he died, the week he died was the week he couldn't go to bath. And immediately it didn't happen. My wife told him that her father is going to die. And the following 2 days later, he died. Because one thing I found out from him that, one, he doesn't eat after 6:30. Are you hearing me?
Very well.
He doesn't eat after 6:30, no matter. He can't even test or desire or choose. He can't, no matter what you bring. I don't think he takes what it takes, because he leaves his lunch by 5, before 5 and 6, he takes tea. After that tea, by 6:30, don't bring anything. He will not eat.
Hi.
So I was asking him, how did he said, no, it's his boss, Oyibo. He worked with he was a water engineer. So from learning from his boss. But one aspect of his life that he lived a stress-free life. One is very truthful, straightforward. Did not want to accumulate any wealth, any unnecessary properties here and there, despite he had opportunity. He lived a truthful life. In fact, for any important case in that family, he comes and he said the truth. When they saw him, the truth is going to come out. He doesn't fear. He has a strong faith and a highly religious person too, all combined in his character. So I think lifestyle, is important, and how we eat, when to stop, because some of us eat very late, and it constitutes a lot of problem for us. That's what I would just want to make a contribution. I'm trying to see if I can do.
So I want to say thank you so much, because this is our platform. We need more people talking. It's not about Dr. Susan coming and talking alone. I can learn from you. What Oga has just said is that his father-in-law lived to be over 100 years old, and he was showering by himself. And the day or week he could not shower himself, that is the week that he left. And I did not miss the fact that no matter what you do, even if you strap him down, nothing will go into his mouth after 6 p.m. We have talked on this platform on nighttime eating. Almost all the diseases that we have in this our life is from nighttime food. Because when you pack all this carbohydrate and oil, it doesn't have any way to go. You can only go to block the health. You understand? So we have to, I think we can learn from that. So I thank you so much for sharing those two examples, the diabetic and then this person who lived to be 101 years old and was still taking a shower. Thank you so much, sir. And I'm sure we've all learned from it. Okay. Any more contributions, questions, concerns?
I can't.
We can hardly hear you. Okay. Okay, we cannot hear that person. Okay, do we have any other question or contributions?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, to buttress your point on cherries,
Yes.
I love
Yes.
cherries too.
Okay.
I travel just because of cherry. I travel cherry time so that I can eat it.
There you go.
So in the morning,
Yes.
I'll combine all the cherries together, blend it, and every morning, that's the first thing that goes into my mouth.
Oh my God, I envy
I
you.
did not know that I was killing myself. I went
welcome to the club.
I went to the doctor and they said I was pre-diabetic. And I'm like, I'm eating right, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Why should I have diabetes?
Oh,
So they sent me a nurse to come and visit me at home.
okay.
So the nurse came and said, how does your day go? What do you do in the
Yes.
morning? And I'm like, the first thing I eat is cherries. I love cherries. And apart from eating it like that, I eat it at night before I sleep. I pack maybe 10 and eat it before going to bed.
There you go.
So the nurse said, all the cherries you are eating is what is giving you diabetes.
Diabetes. There you
Say
go.
stop it. And it helps me because my skin glows. When I go back to Nigeria, they said, oh, you look so good. You look so well. I love the greens. I love fruits, but it's killing me. So you have to do what is best for you. You have to listen to your body and then, don't do things,
God bless
too
you.
much. You have to be
God,
moderate.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you forever for me, really, because I wish I was praying that another person will, even catch that fire or even re-echo what I've just said, because we are doing wellness is good and we will get a lot of information. Imagine that you met Madame before she did her blood work and she'll tell you, oh, you want to glow, you want to, be youthful and everything, eat cherries. And guess what? Maybe you go and overdo it, not knowing that you did not check your system, that how is this cherry performing on your body. So please, we will do our wellness recommendation, but we have to pay attention. We'll check. You do two things I said. One, listen to your body. Your body speaks to you to tell you that, yes, what you did yesterday was perfect. You know it. But if you're doing and your body is not agreeing, you need to move. Two, don't skip your blood work and hospitals checks and what you have to do just because you're doing healthy living. Still check because you just never know. So this is my high recommendation. Ma, God bless you for that knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, that was a good one. Yeah, thank you. All right, I can take one last one or we can conclude. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir.
Doctor, I
Sir.
want to expatiate on this socialization.
Okay. Yes. Bond for
I had
longevity. They
I had
said,
I
but
had
before you
I
say
had
that, I want to remind everybody that the research shows that the number one contributor to longevity, including everything else, is this social. So go ahead, sir.
So what I'm going to say that when I was in service, I went to supervise the special training of special forces in Russia. Then I went to see doctor just to see how they're doing there. And after medical tests, he gave me some medical tips. But one important thing about that, one most important thing that I recognized in her medical tip was that he called me saying, hey, that I should be calling my friends on phone. Or even my people in the village, no matter even if they are going to quarreling, I should not bother. I should be interacting people around me, So he said, call the phone, but I realized their own point of view. In Nigeria here, we keep their phone in silence because the problem are coming from village up and down. But in their own case, they don't even, their parents don't even call them. They don't even call their parents. So he advised me that, but the most thing I got from that it's important to socialize.
Yes. Very important. And I want to add that as you're socializing, please socialize deliberately with people who are like-minded. Be very deliberate. Like-minded people who turn you on, people who want you to have, people who excite you about living, having a purpose and happiness. And
yes, I agree with you.
even though the Russian doctor said, call your village, even Wahala, we are already living in Wahala, so we are,
No, I think he didn't have, he didn't know the kind of thing we have here. So
No, he doesn't.
Their own place, they can tie a rope, want to commit suicide.
That
And
is it.
nobody come and talk to them until they commit. But
Yes.
if you tie rope to commit suicide, your neighbor will knock at your door and say, there's a party going on somewhere. He will drop the rope. So their own life is so
different.
Together. So I think what implies about socialization, like you said, socialize with people of life that will uplift your life, uplift your
yes.
Thank you
so
so
thank
much.
you so much. Thank you. This was amazing. Thank you so much. All right. So that was a nice one. I think we learned from each other. Where can we get the machine that shakes the body for massager? I know we have it in Dr. Physic, but you can also get it from on internet, any store. You can. It's available. Like 50,000. No, around 100,000. So also, Jofo, do you have that shaking body machine? Because you seem to have everything.
Oh, I have a big one, very big one.
Oh, no, be you. Please, how much was your own? Sorry, so that in case of no, I'll divide it by 2 because you're in a different category for longevity study. How much is your own?
Yeah,
How much is your machine?
Oh, when I bought it was 350,000.
Okay, so it means that I'm right. If you have even 150, you can get it. Yes, just check online, or maybe later I'll drop.
There are smaller ones. There are smaller ones you can get for maybe 50.
It's really good.
But this one is very good. Very good.
Okay, so I'll ask Glory to put it on the platform, the one that we have, or else you can just get it from online, Amazon. They have it. Is a very many people have it. I'm so sure a lot of people have it.
What is the name? What is the name of the machine?
Vibrating body vibrating machine. Whole body vibrating machine.
You have simple one that can be on your foot. There's one that's just your foot, massage, but you stand on it and the vibration.
Okay, just Google whole body vibrating machine. You stand on it, and when you stand it circulates blood from your head to toe. It's an amazing machine, actually. Yeah. Okay. It's very good.
What I like about it is that when you finish it, it becomes light, kind of.
Yeah, your light. Body, you feel like air, like you can run, like you feel light. Yes, sir. I can confirm now that you have it. I just suspected, but now I know that you have it. Yes, sir. Okay, so somebody asked, throw more light on detox. I would just do a separate lecture on detox. It's too long. But the detox I can tell you is that you can do water fasting from morning till night, or you can do what we call colonic hydrotherapy. So you can do those two for now. Another day you can do a green detox with maybe celeries and everything, and just go through only green things for the day. So those are the 3 major detox that we recommend anyhow. Some detox should be medically guided. So water fasting detox, a green day detox, and then colonic hydrotherapy detox. There's also food bath detox. In the Lagos facility, we do whole body detox, where we soak you in a bath with things like Epsom salt and all kinds of essential oil. And you come out, you now know that, wow, I've done something for my life. So there's different forms of detox, but those few you can get started. Okay. So we are going to wrap it up now. And I want to say, I wish you longevity. I wish you all that is good. And I know that the few we have learned on this platform, you're going to practice, and then God, any small one that you do, God will enhance and do the rest for you. So thank you so much, and God bless you, and thank you until we see you next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I have a big surprise for everybody. So please show up and send this message to no less than 10 people. They should come join us, and then we'll take it from there. Have a beautiful evening. Bye-bye.